Hello and welcome to Graveyard Tours. I'm in Pleasantville Cemetery. The name, like the movie, the old, I think Christmas Carol or something. It's Pleasantville, Pennsylvania. So it's not a very old cemetery, but part of it is. So we're going to take a little tour of this cemetery, and as you can see, there are a lot of veterans. Thank you all for your service. Always, you go anywhere in any cemetery in Pennsylvania, you're going to find lots of veterans. And this obviously is the much newer part. So it looks like they're still burying here too. But it's, it's kind of cool because it's off of the road of 56, and it's just kind of neat. So, because it's down here, you gotta very easy to miss the cemetery, and you have to drive through a neighborhood to get to it. So, we don't know when they started burying here. I see some older cemeteries. Graveyards, grave sites. This is from the 30s, but you can tell this is definitely the older part. And oh, here's a very unique one. So it's definitely the older part here. But look at this. This is a mountain here. I mean, well, it's a pretty steep hill. And believe me, in Pennsylvania, everything is slate, so everything is rock underneath. This is a very unusual headstone. Look at this. Never seen anything like this one. Very unusual. I don't see any name, or maybe it's on this side. Oh yeah, okay, so it's probably husband and wife, Aileen, and okay, yeah, it looks like 1920s. Okay, so, and there's a sign that I will put up, and of course you're always going to see broken ones, which I don't like to see. There's also a sign coming in that the land was donated by somebody. Here's 1904. Died 1904. And but the land was donated in the 30s, so I think probably that land over there was probably donated. Yeah, here's a bunch of them from the 20s and 30s. Excuse me. So I think this cemetery probably started in 1900s, early 1900s. I don't know if there'll be anything from the 1800s. Here's a child. Oh, here, I'll take that back. Here is 1888. So it's pretty old. Yeah, so it has some age to it. It is March and it's very cold here. So it looks like the late 1800s then, which is pretty typical of these, these cemeteries. And there's some factory over there. I'm smelling some weird fumes, like that factory over there is spewing out something that's not pleasant to the smell. It's irritant. Anyway, I don't know what they're spewing out, but lots of veterans. Thank you for your service. Let's see if we can get a name. And of course, it's laying on the ground. Israel Davis, 1882. What's that? 18? Yeah. Looks like 1884 maybe. Through the phone it looks like it's 1882. Yeah, 1882. Okay. So, but can you imagine digging grave sites here on this mountain? I mean, this is steep. I mean, this was horse and buggy time, Up here is the older part. So this was all done by horse and buggy, and you know, it was all done by hand. They didn't have machines to make dig graveyards at the time. So, but yeah, it's from the late 1800s. So, like I said, that's pretty typical, you know. Looks like this, yeah, it's still visited here because it got new flags. Looks like somebody even put some new crosses up here. So probably and that's a newer headstone. Yeah, so this is, thank you for your service, 2016. So, excuse me. So they're still burying up here. Here's another 2016, Vietnam. Thank you for your service. So, yeah, and then of course, you know, you got all this land around here. I'm sure people go out here hunting. Oh, what's this flag? Let's take a look. Auxiliary. Let's see what it says. Veterans of Foreign Wars. Yeah, thank you for your service. So, it doesn't say, oh, wait a minute, here. Here's a placard. Ladies Auxiliary. Yeah, you know, even women. Lots of women served. Thank you, women, for your services, too. You know, let's not forget about the women who served. So, yeah, this is it, folks. It's got an eerie feeling up here. You know, I have an eerie feeling. I don't know. Is it haunted? I don't know. Feels like it is. Could just be the, oh, here's 1874, or maybe 1884. It's hard to tell. Hannah, wife of Dana Christian, died June 10th, 1874, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it has a kind of eerie feeling up here. So that's weird, you know. I don't know. Oh, look at this little town. So it's kind of cool. So there's the church. There's an old church steeple. That church is defunct. It's not even being used anymore. You see a lot of those. You see a lot of these little churches around and all over Pennsylvania where they're just defunct and sitting empty. And probably you could even buy one of these old churches. Actually, I know somebody who did buy an old church in the town of Johnstown. And they turn it into you know, like kind of like a rec center. He does a bunch of stuff with it. I haven't been there in a while, so. Now, this is interesting. This name, last name here, Barefoot. I know some Barefoots. And it was funny because when I first met them, I thought it was an American Indian name, but it's not. I think it was Scottish, I think. So, but don't hold me to that because I might be wrong. Here's another Barefoot back here. And of course, Snyder, you'll see a lot of Snyders. Oh, and of course, they're veterans. Thank you for your service. Look at this one, though. 1964, 2010. That must be their farm, the family farm. Their house, you know. And they wanted it engraved. That's a nice headstone. Very nice. So, yeah, this is it, folks. Not a whole lot. Not very old. There's obviously some old ones here from the 1800s. And I do have an eerie feeling up here a little bit. Maybe there's, like I said, maybe there are spirits still lingering here. I didn't have my flashlight and everything to do to try to contact the spirits, try to get them to talk to me, answer me, or through my flashlight. I didn't bring it. I found this by accident. I was driving. I've driven this road, 56. Oh my God, many times. Looks like 1872. That's pretty old. Yeah, 1872. Age 4 years, so 5 months, 4 days old. So basically a child. I hate to see that. And of course, you know, this is family. So here's another 1872. 26 years old. John Watkins. And then Allie. 1872. Oh, you know what? They probably got taken out by a disease. smallpox or something like that, because they all died in 1872. Yeah, they all died. The whole family died. Wow. Looks like the mother, father, and the son, and the child died. Wow. That's what happened. I see a lot of that. You see a lot of that if you pay attention to these headstones. Look at this one. You'll see a lot of families, the whole family. I've seen headstones where, you know, 9, 10 individuals from one family died within like 1 month of each other. Now this is really weird. Look at this. And it looks like 1860. This might be the oldest one here, folks. 1860 something, I think. It's very hard to tell. 74 years old, and it's kind of small, but very unique. Yeah, so to finish my thought here, I have driven right where that church is, where you see a church steeple. That's 56, that's in front of that. And I have driven this, I don't know, probably a couple hundred times up and down that highway, and never saw the sign. Maybe the sign for the cemetery was new and it finally caught my eye. I don't know. But I was basically gonna just let this channel just die out. Here's a Civil War. Here's the GAR sign. Thank you for your service. Amos Warrenbach, 1871. Here's another old one. 1871, yeah, pretty old. And that symbolizes going to heaven, you know, going up to the heavens. Yeah, and so I happened to make a trip back to Maryland and saw the sign, and I said, okay, well, let's stop. It's freezing. Like I said, it's March, but this is Pennsylvania, so it's still cold here. I'm wearing a winter jacket and a hat still, so anyway, here's some smaller ones. These are probably children. These always represent mostly children who've passed on. So yeah, I'm actually trying to button up my jacket as we speak because I'm frozen. Yeah, so that's it, folks. It's just, just kind of want to show you whenever I see an old graveyard. So like I said, this channel, probably gonna just let it die off. I don't know, because it's not growing anymore, and unless it grows, I'll keep doing this every once in a while. But also I'm running out of graveyards, so I've covered so many of them in Pennsylvania and places that I know of. Maybe I'll find some more, who knows. But so every once in a while I'll post something. Looks like this was remade. This is kind of neat. What kind of material is this? Oh, it's some kind of steel or something. 1890. Wow, look at that. 1890. Now that is a country name. Malura? Malura, never heard of it. A precious one from us has gone. A voice we loved is stilled. A place is vacant in our home, which never can be filled. It's a nice poem. Oh, and here's a child. Okay, so 1874. Here, this might be another. No, 1890. Okay. And is there another? No, that's it. The Smiths. So yeah, so like I have said many times to different, none of us are getting out of this alive, folks. None of us. So unfortunately, we all have to pass on. 1879, and the older I get, obviously, the more and more that realization hits me, So here's a private volunteer. Thank you for your service. 1879. Probably a Civil War for sure, but I don't see the GAR sign. Oh, here it is. It's kind of hidden. It's old tattered American flag. Yeah, it's a GAR sign, so it's definitely Civil War. Yeah, folks, that's it. So, oh, here's some, let's check this out real quick. Look at this. Always, these are usually pretty old, laying in the ground. I don't see the date. Yeah, there's a bunch of them in the ground. There's always, that looks like 1875. Can't really read the name. So that's it, folks. Yeah, so, you know, hit the like button if you like this video, and pass the word around, and maybe I can keep this channel going. And I have other places I would love to go film, and maybe one day I will, but if the channel starts doing better, then I'll probably do it a little faster than I am now. So what's this? Age 72, 7 months, 16 days. Yeah, see, the old ones, they always put the age, the month, the days, everything. Died 1878, it looks like. John Claycom. That's unusual. Claycom. Yeah, that's what it looks like. This was it. C-L-A-C-O-M. Claycom. Claycom. Ah, that's, yeah, Claycom. Look at this one. That's pretty old. And that is also a Claycom. Oh, with a B. Oh, you know what? This is so weird. I've seen this too before. Oh, there's the B. I was gonna say they missed the B on it, but it's there. Okay, Claycom. C-O-M-B. Okay, got it. Yeah, here's another one. 1894. 78 years old. Wow, they lived pretty old in the 70s for that time. That was a rare thing to live into your 70s at that day and age. In the 1800s, it was very rare. So that's it, folks. This is a newer section, and it looks like they just did a burial over here, or preparing for a burial, have it dug out. Yeah. Okay, well, like I said, this is a short one. This is not so exciting, and again, like I said, I didn't bring my, I have some feelings here, so my feeling is that there's probably a spirit or two here, maybe a bunch of them, but the feeling wasn't very strong, but I did get a feeling here, so probably somebody's here lingering. Anyway, that's it. So if you like it, hit the like button. If I can do anything better, you know, let me know. But like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this channel going. Anyway, I will if I get some subscribers, but maybe it's just not that good. So, oh, here's another barefoot. Wow. So the person I know, I just want to really quick, person I know, his family is also from Pennsylvania. So I didn't realize it was so prevalent here, the barefoots, because I've seen a few of them here and there, but there's quite a few here in this town anyway. Okay, folks, that's it. Thanks you for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. Signing out.